I will give it a little test, and I'll be right back real quick. Yeah, yeah, I know, Dave. I just have to set it up, and it's just it's not public. Public. It's just I don't know. It seemed to be lagging, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do YouTube for now. I might just do something that's not. Oh, let's do something that's not like super important. Like if I go back and record a footage of like Dead Rising or something, I'll use that instead. And that'll be what we use. We'll just test it because I don't know. It didn't seem to be working, so I didn't even feel like streaming today. But you know what? Let's just get this over with. Let's just get this awful, awful game over with. Oh no, the bad game. They're all bad games. Oh fuck, this is the part with Kai. This part's just the worst.
Daddy! Bastard son. What is your purpose, Nariko, exactly? To die valiantly? To shed blood for a worthless cause, perhaps? Well, whatever it is.
Yeah, I will. I'll do some testing. Or I'll use one of my other accounts. And I'll figure it out and then we'll adjust it.
Let's start again. Try to get to know each other a little bit better, hey? I mean, you're actually quite pretty, you know, and I think life's all about having fun. What do you say, hey?
I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to kill that walking flesh-bagged son of yours.
How very interesting. But you see, the sword is mine now, and it is residing safely in my armory with all my other trinkets. Bring her to the pit. Time for a little celebration.
I need to clean my desk, clean my kitchen. It's all super nice. I have to do the same treatment to my desk. It's up. It should be up. I can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, it's finally up. Yeah, I cut the stream for a second because the restream wasn't working as well as I liked. But we'll try again. No. Just snow. Why does he look 3 times better in the MC? Because he's voiced and mocapped by Andy Serkis, who is probably the best actor you've never seen.
Hello, Nariko.
Andy Serkis did Gollum in Lord of the Rings. He did. Well, he's basically done tons of stuff, but he did. What's the guy's name? Caesar in the new Planet of the Apes movies. And he's done a bunch of other stuff, but he's really good at everything. And I don't know who did Nariko, but she's junk, so I don't know why they got Andy Serkis. They got Andy Serkis for the villain, but some nobody for the... It's some nobody for the MC. Whoops. God, it's impossible to aim this thing. Okay. Like, using this in close quarters is just, like, the worst. You make a game designed with melee combat, and you make a section where you have to, do, like, third-person shooting. It's just like, what the hell, man? Oh, I see. It's not where your camera's facing. It's where Kai's facing. God, the controls are so bad. Oh yeah, she's got no HP too.
Females don't count.
Hate detection is so bad. I don't understand why he thought this was a good idea. Is there more of them? There is, isn't there? This isn't even the worst bit. Can't believe anyone wanted to play these parts. I agree, dude. It's just insane. I was gonna say King Bohan looks better than the rest of the entire game. He does. Like, they put all the work into King Bohan. And it's like, everything else is just, no. Bohan more like Chadon? Yeah, dude. Like I said before, I would rather have just had King Bohan everywhere. Oh, I have to aftertouch the flames, yeah. Do I actually have to use aftertouch? Is such a thing even possible? This part's the worst part of the game by far. Shooters are always popular and you gotta have variety. Oh my god, some enemies can only be killed by shooting them in the head. What is this? Did that not count as a headshot? I guess not. I'm like... This is so terrible, dude. Yeah, hey Toxic, how's it going? I forgot how bad. I forgot A, how bad this was, and B, how bad I am at it. Like, the aftertouch only works good when you have like a very, like, I wouldn't even say good, but the aftertouch only really works when you have a fair distance to go. If you're too close, it doesn't work. You need to have time for adjustment, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Aftertouch is just the worst. This is the part I was thinking of. This part sucks, man. You gotta like arc over stuff, and it makes no sense. Cause like there's that thing in the middle, right? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear! Everyone's review of the game. Guy took like 6 arrows and didn't even flinch. It's because he had to shoot him in the head. Because it's like, don't get caught. So you basically have to like you have to kite them essentially. But like, look what you have to do. You gotta arc them down. And they dodge. They dodge constantly. Like, I don't know who designed this. Whoever thought this part would be fun. Because you could have... Because when you do stuff like this, you split your focus, right? Because what you're essentially doing is developing 2 games. Because you're developing a shooter, and you're developing whatever Heavenly Sword was. Whatever the hell you want to call that. I should just wait in this hallway for them to come to me. It just doesn't work, dude. Holy shit, how did I not hit him? This is like so insane. Did I kill him? No. This is ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. Where is he anyways? Oh, he's right there. Okay, you all saw that. I shot him like 5 times. Is he not dead? He's not dead. What is going on? Tamim. Mastermind Tamim. My last stand. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. How many times have I shot that guy? How many times did I shoot him? Can I just run this way? Could I be so lucky? Oh, big surprise. It's a dead end. He's this guy, man. Holy shit. I'm embarrassed. You saw how many times I like unloaded into that guy, right? Like I shot him like 4 times. It's crazy. Not enough. You gotta shoot him like 30 times. I never should have. I never should have started playing this game again. But we'll finish it. We'll finish it, man. No. Not again. Do I have to go over there? Oh, look, there's a pot up there. Yeah. So keep your distance and defeat the guards. So it's like you basically have to use aftertouch. Where is he? Where is he? That went way better. It's just insane, like how bad the controls are for this section. And how insane it is to expect people to pull this off. Like, what are you supposed to use, aftertouch? I guess not, because it doesn't work. It's like clipping into the geometry of the level. Like, I don't get it. Sometimes it does full damage, sometimes it doesn't, I guess. Like, sometimes it kills them and sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand. Like, I genuinely have no oh god, of course there's a third one. Why wouldn't there be a third one? I mean, you can make a shooting gallery fun. Like in Vampire Rain, the shooting galleries were at least competent, right? They may not have been implemented the best, but they worked. Oh fuck. I can't fucking believe this shit. Ooh, a new special feature for all my hard work. This part is so bad. Oh my god. I think this is the worst part of the game by far. Just because combat in this section is not designed to do that. At all. At all. It's hard to tell if your complaints are legit or I'm just being DSP. It's both. It's both. So when does she put on a white wig? Oh my god. Sup, Doomed? It's been a while. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a bit. Working on projects and shit. Yeah, that's good, man. It's good to be working on stuff. Oh, hang on, wait a second. Yeah, okay. She was on a wig in the sequel, Heavenly Sword 2, Demons Might Shed a Tear. Could you imagine if this game got a sequel? Could you imagine? I couldn't. Like, this is the only time Aftertouch works, is when you have a hallway. And actually have targets. that are like standing motionless for you to hit. Right under the dick. Kino. Oh, I made a mistake. Why would it make me do that?
I think she's one of those.
I'm just amazed at how, like, at how good these guys are at dodging. It's, like, actually crazy to me. They actually, like, program them in to dodge arrows, like I said, Matrix style. It blows my mind that you would bother to do that. Because you think these sections aren't, like, meant to be hard. Like, look at that shit. There's one on the left. This guy's he's already dead. Just to let him know. Just to let him know. Speaking of Ninja Theory, is Hellblade any good? No. Yes, I did a review on it. He thinks it's terrible. I'm inclined to believe him. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's... It's hard to say if it's the best Ninja Theory's done or not. It's bad. Like, I think combat-wise it's terrible. You have to question their motivations and why people like it, because one of the big things is, like, it's... Like, Senua has mental illness. So it's like, do people gave it a lot of props for the sound design. And it's like, sure. I mean, it looks good. Like, it looks good and it sounds pretty good. But... is that enough to carry your game? And I think the answer is no. Because the actual combat's terrible. It's such typical Ninja Theory combat. Where everything takes forever. Like, boss fights are so long. There's like 2 or 3 boss fights, or maybe there's like 4 boss fights in that game. And they are insanely long. They're like insane. Where are these guys? Oh, they're over there. No. So I can't read chat as much. This part is actually like... I can't just mash triangle like I have been to win. Which is hilarious. And unfortunate at the same time. But yeah, I don't like Hellblade. I didn't think it was very good. I'm kind of on the fence whether Hellblade's better or DMC's remake, and I'm so sad about saying that I think the DMC might be the best game they've ever made, because I hate it so much. It's just terrible. But I think it may be the best one they made. But again, that's not saying anything. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. What? Did that not kill him? Did everybody see that? It, like, got him right in the face. Look at this. Okay, that first one just didn't count, I guess. Cool, I guess. I'm okay with that. No, I'm not okay with that. Stuck in your head. Am I missing anybody? Just fly around and see if I missed anybody. I think I'm good. Well, I guess not. Oh, you can just get blown the hell up here. Or not. The hit detection's terrible, dude. Wow, what a thing. I think we're done now. DMC Definitive Edition is still bad, but it's the best thing they've touched. I think that's probably accurate. I mean, I was totally out to lunch with all the stuff they did with the original DMC. Like, I had no idea that Virgil was like a fedora-wearing clown.
You shouldn't be here. You must come home with Carl.
Because in the remastered version, they completely got rid of it, and for justifiable reasons, because it was so dumb.
Not until I've killed.
No fucks given. You got that guy right in the fucking muscle. He didn't even flinch. Yeah, he's like so manly. He's doing his job. Sucks can't read chat because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to shoot the arrow through the fire to hit the red barrel. Oh, I know how to do that. I was intentionally not doing it.
The heavenly sword back.
Intentionally, quote unquote.
The armory.
Don't you love Zelda puzzles and God of War clone games? Are we talking about what's it called again? Are we talking about Darksiders again? We touched on it briefly yesterday.
I'm all alone.
I was alone once. I ate cockroaches.
Or are you talking about DMC? Fuck, I can't even remember the puzzles in DMC.
I wasn't alone.
I mean,
I wasn't alone either.
there was stuff in DMC that was okay.
I will do this.
Like, there was concepts that weren't terrible. There was a lot of stuff that was really, really bad. But there was some stuff in it that was okay. And you could have workshopped it to be okay. And better. Like, it's more stuff that was, like, worked conceptually. Like Limbo. Limbo worked conceptually.
Find the armory.
Like, that transition between, like, reality and Limbo. That worked conceptually. I think in practice they kind of shit the bed on it. But that's just typical Ninja Theory. Oh no, the fire arrow thing you just did? Oh yeah. Whatever, man. Oh, this part just goes on forever, too. Oh look, what's this? Is this another bridge, you guys? Straight from Ocarina of Time. Look how long this bridge is. Do you think I have to use Aftertouch here? Yeah, that is. That's like Forest Temple, right? What hit me? Is it over here? This guy? This boy? This dead boy over here? Did I miss anybody? I think I'm okay. Guess not. Who's still alive? Oh, above me, fuck. Didn't even notice. This part takes so long too, my god. Let's just kill one of these guys. This one. You're dead. Just curving bullets. Oh, I was on the left, I guess. Oh, there's a guy over there. I see. Except Heavenly Sword isn't Kino. I wouldn't even... I don't even know what to describe this. This game is so... I know everyone's like, oh, it's not bad, but it's just like... It's so mediocre and unremarkable that it's like, what would you even call it? I mean, besides this stuff that's like clearly annoying. I missed a guy. I missed a guy. Are you serious? Like, this is just like... It's straight up a shooting gallery. In a game that's like... supposed to be a character action game. Just why? Just why? That Demon Souls bridge? Oh my god. I wish it was a Demon Souls bridge, dude. That was the good shit. I remember that. Right before, actually, there's a bunch of Dragon Bridges. There's one in, 2-1. Or, sorry, 1-2. And then 1-4. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Same stuff as Lord of the Rings Orc armor. Oh, Bohan's talking, sorry. I gotta turn this off.
Of the heavenly sword, I invite you all to indulge me in my little distraction. The rules are quite simple. Last man standing lives, everyone else dies. Enjoy.
Good thing I'm a strong, independent woman.
Bohan pits neighbor against neighbor, brother against brother, and they are too scared to do anything else but fight. But these people don't have to die.
That's like kill one of them.
You can paralyze the body for a time, still keeping their mind alive.
Nariko can immobilize them with a special counterattack. I actually want to know if I kill them all, what happens. Like how they all turn on Nariko. It's like kill the woman first. I have not been paying attention to this game's story. There isn't much of one. King Bohan wants the Heavenly Sword. These guys don't want to give it to him. If I have to do the paralyzed attack, I'm going to be upset because... Oh no, they're throwing watermelons. Yeah, so it's like King Bohan wants the Heavenly Sword. Shen doesn't want to give it to him. Congratulations, that's the plot of Heavenly Sword so far. And there's no... They don't go into why it would be bad if King Bohan gets the sword. Because you'll see in a minute that Kai just... Like, it's just... He just has it as like a trophy. And he's just hanging on to it in his armory. Like, that's it. There's nothing special about it. He's not trying to use it for, like, devilish purposes. Or to, like, take over the world. He just has it as a trophy. And it's like, what? Why does that matter? They don't have to die. As they're all cut down. By my regular sword. Not my Heavenly Sword. Can you hear me mashing buttons? That would be funny. Oh look, it doesn't matter. Like, this is Yeah, see, look, like, this is before the age of trophies, right? There's no trophies in this game. Or achievements, whatever you want to call them. I think they're trophies on PS3. So it's like, what's the fucking point of doing the technique, right? These, like, special technique.
It's not over till I say it is. Roach, it's time before your pets. Now you're in trouble.
Oh. Yeah, these like roach guys.
Where are you, Kai?
Just enough to be comedic, yeah. Okay. Wow, I sure wish I could do this in game. That would be cool.
What did you do that for? My ears are ringing now.
The Rancor. Oh my god, if only.
Open the door.
What? Oh, the door. That room's only for commanders. I'll need the correct password.
Brother Lumpaloopa.
What? What did you say?
I'm new here. I don't know it.
Well, I suggest you talk to the commander in the West Tower.
I'll do that.
West Tower?
Oh, Kai. What a nut. What a funny character. Yeah, I guess we were just the Heavenly Sword all along. I mean, what you're supposed to do is go up. See you nerds later. Bye. I'm a kitty cat. Oh, yeah, I need to shoot him through the... Or just kill him like that, I guess.
This spat's annoying me. Let's squash it.
Right in the noggin. I'm just like, why is that not... Okay, so I have to hit him... I don't know why it's not giving me the, Oh. How many of these guys are there? Holy hell.
There we go. Boom! Boom!
Did go boom, didn't it? Is that gonna be close enough? Could we be so lucky? The answer is no. Never lucky. Oh man, they're so fast too. Is he dead? I mean, okay, I guess we did it. Wait, hang on. What are you guys saying? You get the Heavenly Sword. I'll tell you a story. A Toy Story 3. It's gonna be like the end of Deadly Premonition where... Was it a story? Was it just York being a crazy person? Who knows? Nobody knows. Wait, what? The West Tower? It must be this way. The Heavenly Sword was the friends we made along the way. Oh my god.
That's the West Tower.
That's a plot with coming to a theater near you written all over it.
Who the hell is she? Evil little troll. Looks like she'd creep in and slit your throat in the night. Did she see me?
The Heavenly Sword was always with us in our hearts.
There's nobody here.
I love fireworks.
It's like, what's the point? So I had to run over there only to shoot the guy. Only to run all the way back. York is a crazy person. How crazy is the question? I guess it's not even York. He's Zach. Zach's his like actual persona. Like his persona. Zach is who he actually is. Oh my god, this is so crazy. You have to like thread the needle. Thread the needle, it's going through! Okay, never mind. Show's over, folks. Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Quote unquote. Get the password. York is real, Zach was the real personality the whole time. Oh, so you've played it too? Doomed Critic? You played Deadly Premonition as well? I was it's kind of blown away by it. The ending is just like, man, what the hell just happened? Notice how Emily doesn't react to York becoming Zach.
Get lost.
Maybe I'll hit your weak point for massive damage.
Monkey Peaches.
Huh?
The password. It's Monkey Peaches.
Thanks.
So hang on. Did this come out before or after Genji Days of the Blade? Like they had that press conference. So, cause that's obviously a reference to the giant enemy crab thing, right? It's like hit its weak point for massive damage. That couldn't have just been a coincidence. They had to have known. DP is secretly the greatest psychological horror game ever known. I don't know about that.
Damn it, password!
Monkey Peaches.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
Uh-oh.
Just food. Had you going there for a minute though, didn't I? Sorry, things get rather big. Come on through!
Twin twang.
Ha 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 ha, what an endearing character. She just has a tree growing out of her, yeah. She did have a tree growing out of her. But it's also like, what's the, like, you just have no idea what anyone's motivations were at the end of the day. Like, are they evil? Does hell actually exist? Because he's like a demon. It's like, what the fuck? I did like, the Raincoat Killer hulking out, though. That was enjoyable to me. Am I supposed to die here? I don't remember. God, I hate this character. I would be surprised if it wasn't a reference. It has to have been. But these... I just have a hard time believing that they weren't in development at the same time. Unless the Heavenly Sword came out, like... I don't know, you'd have to put it in so fast. And I'm just wondering if they would have had enough time to do it. That's what I'm talking about. Like, enemies just constantly block. Like, you can't do shit. Even if you use the guard breaking kick. It's like, doesn't work. Finally. God, I hate this character. Kai is not a good character. Oh, well, I got a little surprise for you. None of the characters in this are good, except King Bohan. Like, that's it.
Very entertaining. Let's heat things up a bit, shall we?
Heavenly Sword came out a year after Genji. Holy shit! I had no idea. Yeah, I thought Heavenly Sword was a launch title too, or at least very close to launch.
Hold on tight.
So when did the PS3 get released? 2007? Because I'm pretty sure this is 2008. That's crazy, man. Oh no. Oh, is that a Skyrim reference? You shot him in the knee. Ha 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 ha. Is this a Skyrim reference? Is this game as shit as I hear people say it is? In my opinion, yes. But I don't actually hear people shitting on it that often. Wait, was that just a body of a guy I killed earlier? I thought I'd killed you yesterday. Oh, they're just doing Matrix dodge rolling. Oh my god. Right in the ankle. Ankle shots, just like in Resident Evil 4. God, this part is just endless too. It just never ends. Yes. By the way, hey guys, hey Wes, hey Vinternat. Keep on saying your name with like a Swedish accent. Vinternat. Is there anything even over here? I think that's true. Doomed. It's just there's nothing remarkable about this game at all. It's just it's so mediocre in everything it does. It's just completely mundane and uninteresting. Graphics are decent for PS3 launch. I think that's the thing, is like that's the only thing Ninja Theory has ever been like remotely competent at, is they can do good graphics. Or at least decent graphics. Like, not necessarily good or great, but like good enough to be considered good. Everything else is kind of just like, the gameplay wise, like, why is everything color coded all the time? Everything's like, all their combat systems are color coded. It's like, that's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I want options. I don't want to be like handheld and told I have to use this color weapon on this color enemy. That's like just terrible. It is a Swedish word? Okay. So I'm I'm probably butchering, well, I'm probably not butchering the pronunciation actually. Vinternatt. Swedish is pretty funny to hear the words, because if you, well, my friend's Swedish, so he makes fun of it a lot. Like there was this comedy special, and it was like some guy was trying to teach another guy Swedish, and it was like it had like these super dumb phrases for you to say, like, and it would tell you like it would have very slightly different pronunciations, and like the entire meaning of the sentence would change. Like one of them was like Vektovergen Vergen. It's like, where did the road go? It's like so funny. I'll have to find that. I'll have to get Max to show that to me again, because man, it's funny. I forgot what it's called though. Definitely better than PS2. Yeah, but I mean, it's, of course it's better than PS2. It's on a PS3. Shadow of the Colossus certainly looked nice. Shadow of the Colossus did look pretty good, but I think part of it is just that it was the aesthetic. And there's also not a whole lot going on in Shadow of the Colossus if you think about it. It's very vast and empty. Like I said, I'll be the first one to say I never, I've never been a huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus. But I've never been a huge fan of Shadow of the Colossus, but it's okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I respect what it is. Fuck, I listened to that so many times. Really? You too? Oh my god, it's so funny. Because he's like, Santa stood in the garden. It's like, what the hell? Like, why? Why? So many weird phrases. Fuck, they feel so long ago. Probably because it was. It was probably like 2006. Hey, look, it's the Heavenly Sword, guys. Boop. Just hanging out in the trophy room. Am I supposed to be shooting people? I feel like I'm supposed to be shooting people here. Or, like, going faster. Something like that. Also, just began replaying DMC3, and the game is still a super solid frame rate. Yeah, like, DMC3 is actually really good. Oh my god, though. Are you playing on, like, a new file? Or, like, a straight up, like... Are you playing on, like, your old file that you had before? Or are you playing a new file? Because I was playing... I just fired up, because I was testing my new PC when I first got it, and I was testing out DMC4 Special Edition. And I was like, man, this sucks. Because you don't have any of the abilities when you start a new file, right? So things that you, like, thought were really... Oh my god. Like, things that were, like, really basic to you. Like the Stinger, I guess it's called Streak in DMC4. Like, things that are, like, super fundamental to your playstyle, like, you just don't have when you start a new game, and it feels so bad. It just felt so terrible to, like, play again. Because I remember how it's supposed to feel, and then you have... you're just lacking all these fundamental things that are so important, like double jump and Stinger and all that stuff, and it feels so weird. It's so weird. New file, gotta do normal, hard, and DMD again. Yeah, dude. It feels so strange not having those core abilities, like, right out the gate. Because, like, you're probably like me, right? You played a lot of DMC3, and it was just like, you just have to unlock everything. And, like, the first playthrough is just unlocking everything. Then you do hard mode, and you have everything unlocked. Then you do DMD, and it's just like, it's crazy. DMC's that is an at least very close to perfect game. Is there any... I can't remember DMC3 that well, even though I played it a lot. Like, I think there's a few levels that are kind of... There's a few levels that are just a bit too long-winded, I think, and aren't particularly either challenging or interesting. But that's kind of, like, par for the course. Most games will have something in it that's not particularly good. And it's just, like, padding. Locate the heavenly sword. Gee, I wonder where it is. Hand of Glottis, tyrant of Wailing Peak, even the greatest mountains. Okay, whatever. Get a hammer, broken horse, was skilled in 2 weapons, and neither was a match for the blades of General Flying Fox. Killed that guy. Hangs here. Semi-pregnant warrior, witch of the Western Isles. Yeah, it's like, Starts taking from the body of Lang Zhu for the dishonor shown to King Boan. It's like, is that a God of War reference, you guys? All of this is just like, it's just trophies. General Bane. CAA. They were trying too hard in the RPG character upgrade thing on 4. Yeah, 4 feels really bad without the, Like, 4 feels really good when you get the upgrades to the sword.
You have to hide.
And the upgrades to the damage.
These rocks. No one can get you.
Then you're, like, your charged shot and your pistol and stuff. It feels way better, but until you get that point.
No, I promise. I'll be back soon.
Peekaboo, little one.
The elevator sequence? Oh yeah, dude. The Agni Rudra elevator? Yeah, oh my god.
Ah, fancy meeting you again, little one.
Oh shit. Okay, I guess I'm dead.
Ah, fancy
Oh, okay.
meeting you again, little one. Oh, you do remember me. I had hoped I had made an impression on you. Oh, imagine slaughtering the last remaining member of a once proud clan. Ooh, delicious.
Okay, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention to mash X fast enough. Oh lordy, I hate these QuickTime events. It's right, left, X.
Oh,
Got a present for you in my Discord? Okay, great.
I had hoped I had made
Great, dude.
an impression on you.
What is it?
Oh, imagine
Okay, I'll look in a second.
the last remaining member of a once proud
What the fuck is going on in this game? Well, it's... We're just finding out that Flying Fox just killed Kai's mom, or killed Kai's mom.
Run, little one. How can I chase you unless you run? I'll count to 10, and then I'm coming for you.
Just screaming. He should take his seat. Take his seat right over there, yeah. Right over there. Okay, look at my Discord real quick. Oh, you found it! Oh my god, yes! Good job, Dave. I'm so proud of you. Oh my god, it's so stupid and funny. It's probably not as funny as I remember, but we had a good laugh about it. We had a good laugh. Goofy QuickTime events. God, it reminds me of that Spider-Man game. Yeah, okay. Survive Roach's pets. These enemies have too much HP, man. Can I use my super style? I unlocked level 3 super styles. Oh, I guess I just have to take damage. It's not as funny as I remember either, but it's still a good time. Objective survive? Yes, man. And look, here we go. Have the heavenly sword. Because it's important, apparently. I actually don't know if it's better. I think it must be. But...
Yes, yes, do get on with it.
I guess I did a thing. I think it's just like the vibrations of mashing the controller. I guess I won. Okay. I guess I didn't win. My bad. We did it.
It's your turn now.
Make a game. I'm gonna make the Heavenly Sword an ultra secret unlockable weapon. It's the worst weapon in the game. You gotta program 3 forms. And they're just terrible. All of them are terrible. Oh look, it's Roach. Oh shit, how do I do this part out? That's right. They just trade blows with Roach, that'd be so funny. It's like always my strategy in Dead Rising. It's just like, just hit him with whatever your strongest weapon is. And then back out. But it looks like I can just trade blows with him, which is pretty damn funny. Crap. Roach has a jumping attack, but I don't. Oh, I have to press circle here. I think it... Roach is stuck. Attack him from behind. Use your quick time events, Nariko. This game does like to emphasize crotch shots. Yeah, dick punching constantly. Oh my god, this part.
Talk about daddy like that. Stop playing with her and kill the wretched girl. She's hurting me. She's hurting my head. It's nothing compared to what I'll do to you.
Oh, you poor little thing. Look.
Did you like the part where Nariko makes fun of like a handicapped guy? Does that make her a good and an interesting and endearing character, do you think? Someone you want to root for? Making fun of someone who's handicapped. And also, like, remember the Robert Downey Jr. rule from Tropic Thunder? Oh my god. You never go full retard, right? And that's what Ninja Theory did here, is they actually made Roach, like, he's retarded. Like, there's no way around it. He's handicapped. And they intentionally made him that way. And I can only assume it's for the meme, right? Like, there's no reason for Roach to be a big retard, besides they wanted a big retarded guy. Why does YouTube censor LOL? Did it? Did it actually? Dude, Roach's pecs have tit physics? I didn't know that. Hang on.
Stop it! Stop talking! You're a complete waste of air! What do I need to do to make you understand, eh? Do I need to kill your pets? No! Don't kill pets! They're my only friends! Now do it.
Actually don't know if you get anything for doing that. Oh, except that it basically killed him. Holy shit. How does he still have HP? I'm like, oh, like, did I miss something? Like, I just didn't have a quick time event there. Oh shit. Whoops. Yeah, okay, I remember this. This is so funny though, because it's just like, it doesn't matter if you fail. This game's killing my brain cells, yeah, dude. Why is she even attacking his back armor? It's the only place in his body with armor I know, dude. It's insane. Okay, Bohan's talking.
Nariko, we have to get out of here! Ah! Nariko, help me! Leave her alone!
Dead finger wagdo. Hang on, Tamim hates the gays? Is that true? Yeah, in what game does he hate the gays? I want to know. That's hilarious.
You've taken my life. What more do you want? What more do you want?
Have you never seen the GDQ conference where he, or the GDC conference where he implies old Dante is gay and his new Dante is better than the default? What? What? He compares DMC to Brokeback Mountain? What the fuck, dude? So, I'm just thinking, like, today... Oh, hang on. Hang on a second.
And bring her back! Now! What do you want, you crazy freak?
Ooh, girl trouble, sir. Well, I could slice her nicely for you, but I presume you still want her alive and kicking.
Presume? I do not pay you to presume. Forget Nariko. My troops will take care of her. I trust that you can handle the little one.
Oh, with delicacy, sire.
I can't believe that he would compare it to Brokeback Mountain. But, like, could you imagine if you put a character like Roach in a game in, like, this climate we are in right now? And you had a character like Roach, where he's just, like, a big retarded guy. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if that would go through?
Oh, we're having so much fun, Nariko. Do you want to play as well? Yeah.
Whoa, hello. Oh my god, the best scene in the game's coming up, you guys. You guys don't even know how good this scene is. Oh, they're all just dead. Okay. There's video and photo evidence of the slides? What? Okay, well, look. Oh, it's probably on the GDC. Like, it's gotta be in the GDC. Was it a talk or was it like a panel? I'm kind of like in shock that he actually said that stuff. But then again, I'm not that in shock because Tamim said some really deplorable shit when the DMC was getting all the backlash it was. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit. That he just doesn't, that he's just like, he doesn't get it. I just died. Forgive me, Padre. Imagine if Haunting Ground was released today where a giant retard is also a rapist. I think it's just like implied rape. It's not like he's actually a rapist. But that guy in the wheelchair, he's actually like trying to fucking impregnate, what's her name? Can't even remember her name. Claudia? Not Claudia. Claudia's like Clock Tower 3 or something. They banned Tom and Jerry from Cartoon Network because it's too violent. That's crazy. It's just like slapstick violence. Have you played Haunting Ground? I want to play that. Is it good? I have Haunting Ground too, Dave. It's interesting, though not altogether real. A 6 out of 10 game. I mean, it's basically Haunting Ground is basically Clock Tower, right? It's basically Clock Tower. Had to make more room for Teen Titans Go. That's funny.
Oh, we're having so much fun, Nariko.
The maid is trying to cut out Fiona's womb, and they all want that fat ass. Dude, yes. I mean, Fiona is like so sexualized, and like even in like the very beginning, you're running around in like a towel or something, right? Is that what it is? You're like the big retard guy has you in a cage. And then you like escape and find the dog, and you go to a room, and like they're all creeping on her while she's changing. And it's just like, oh my god, what am I watching? This is like fetish material. Like 100% this is the developer's fetish. Oh, it's Fiona, right? Fiona. Yeah, not Claudia. Yeah, it's Fiona. Like in Shrek. Oh my god, I'm getting my ass kicked. Talking shit about... Oh my god, why? Why do they block all the time? I can't deal with this. I gotta look up the combo list. Block breaker. Power stance has no block breaker. Triangle, triangle, square, square. Okay. Oh, look, suddenly they're all, like, dead. Triangle, triangle, square, square. Okay. Dumb shit. Start a towel, then a fetish choker. Yeah, you get, her outfit is, like, 100% fetish material. And even, like, all of the, other... all of the other outfits are, like, the same. Are these archers? Oh, ninjas! Ninjas! Square, 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 triangle. I think I'll just kill one of you outright. Because, oh, what the fuck? Okay, why can't I super style your ass? They should just, like, not even call it super style, it's just kill. It's just a kill button, that's all it is. Shit, what was it? Triangle, triangle, square? I can't even remember the combo. Triangle, triangle, square, square. So, like, since enemies block all the time, there's, like, no reason to use anything other than the guard-breaking moves. Like, it does... Like, why would you use anything else? You can't use the other combos because they just block constantly. Like, look at that. Blocked every swing I threw at him. Block, block. So all you have to do is use the guard break, and then... It's like no point to using anything else. Literally no point to using anything else. Haunting Ground was one of the many failed Resident Evil 4 ports. Oh, like one of the failed Resident Evil 4 projects? Like how DMC 1 was a failed Resident Evil 4? Becca's just barely legal. Sherry is... Who's Becca? Is Becca, what's his name's daughter? Barry's daughter? You need to like the freaking combo list. Square, because it's all different. Square, 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 triangle. Oh, you can't super style these girls. I assume they're women, I guess. I assumed their gender. Whoops, wrong of me. Oh, you can do it. Oh, they're definitely women. She's gone forever. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw one of these bodies at you. It's X, right? Did that actually work? Oh my god, that's so stupid. Does this make you feel cool when you're using the Heavenly Sword, where everything just, like, kills you in one hit? Not kills you in one hit, but, like, you don't do anything. Like, how is this not just a regular sword? What makes this the Heavenly Sword? It's like, this is the question I always ask myself. I'm just fighting, like, standard schlubs. I should be cutting through these guys like butter. But it's like, no. It's like just ninjas. Just regular old ninjas. Kicking my ass. Oh, Rebecca Chambers, okay. I don't think I've ever heard her called Becca. I need to play like all the other Resident Evils. I've only beaten 2 and 4 myself. And 5. But all the classic ones I haven't done. I unlocked a new speed combo by using exclusively the greatsword. I guess we're done here. Find another way to Flying Fox's lair. Let's catch up on chat. It's been a while. Pour with the Ouroboros smoke thing looked fantastic. It was too ambitious for the PS2. They had to cancel it. God damn, this is generic. It is generic. They made the sword design and found it kind of cool, and then they put it in the game and pretended it had meaning, I guess. I'm hoping Wes streams Clock Tower 3 sometime. I'd love to hear his reactions. We could. I mean, I know you suggested it, and I just kind of was like, eh. I tried it for a very, very brief moment, like when we first got it, and it didn't seem very good. It's not that it didn't seem good, but it's like, I don't want to... It was basically like, I don't want to sit there and hide from enemies. But apparently it's not like that at all. And you get like a spirit bow and shit, like, it looks crazy. Gong-based doors, everyone. They're boss fights or something. Play the PS4 GameCube remake of Resident Evil 1. I think I have... I know I have it on GameCube. I'm pretty sure my brother bought it on PS4, so I probably have it on PS4. We could do that. It's hard. Like, I'm not good at Resident Evil. I'll tell you this right now. The only reason I did okay in Resident Evil 2 is because I had my brother's tips. Can I supercell these guys? No, they won't let me. George wants to be hardcore, but his mom won't let him. That's what I feel like when I try to supercell these guys. So I'll supercell you instead. Hey, also my brother's gonna play Gun alongside you. Oh my god, yes please, dude. Who was playing Celeste along with you, Dave? Was it Toxic? You're like racing him. Why is he not stabbing him yet? The hit, like, the detection for stuff like that is so bad. I should watch a Heavenly Sword speedrun. I'm genuinely curious to see how they handle all this combat. Because I imagine there's not actually a way to go out of bounds and stuff and skip everything. But there probably is, what do I know? Just super style his ass. Let me super style you, you cheeky. Why won't it let me super style? There we go. Seeing that fight with the Black Hammerman blind was something magical. The Black Hammerman? Wait, what? Am I missing something? This guy? Are these the Black Hammerman? Oh look! It's been a while since we've had a dick punch, isn't it? Scale the scaffolding, and they're just gonna let me. Fuck yeah, bud. Power gaming. Look, let's fucking go. They just don't even try to stop you. That's amazing. And now these guys come down as if through the Orangaman Temple. And these guys come as if I haven't fought in like dozens of them already. By the way, I'm trying to get to Kai, by the way, who's being chased by Flying Fox. Oh my god. Why? Look at that blocking, dude. You want to know how you design a really unfun combat system? You have enemies block every single attack you throw at them. Every single one. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if you're using a great sword. Doesn't matter if you're using the speed swords, you just have them block everything. That's how you design a fun and engaging combat system. According to Ninja Theory. Because it's like this in all of their fucking games. I don't understand it. Like, it's just blocking constantly. And it's okay to have some enemies be like this, okay? It's okay to have some enemies have an emphasis on blocking, right? Like in Dark Souls, they do it all the time with like there's enemies with big shields, like the Baronique Knights all have huge shields and they block. But it's every single enemy in every single Ninja Theory game. I just don't get it. It's so unfun just to wail on stuff and have them block it constantly. And like I'm doing the guard break combo. Oh look, a dick punch. I can super style them, but I guess only sometimes? I don't know what the hell, man. It's like they die in a single combo. Can I do this? Oh, I can. It's probably not worth it, but it's funny as shit. Let's see. I'm a sheriff now because Tamim is a genius. Yeah, okay. You got me. You got me on that one. I'm a sheriff now. I kind of like I'm a native guy, but with a hat. Fuck, I love this game. Oh. Yeah. You get deputized, and then you get, you find out you're part native. Colton White. Oh, whoops. Oh, no, Dave, you've already played Gun, haven't you? It's not a spoiler, then. Told you it's been a while. I was like 11 years old, 9 years back. Oh my god. Look at all these ninjas. Ninjas. We caught up. But the cannon gun you get for 100%, it's so fun, and so is the war horse. Oh my god, trying to kill the horse is so hard. I did it one time. It took so much. You just like, you have to like unload dynamite on it for like crazy, and it'll eventually die. For some reason I remember getting anxious with the story scripted clothes changes. Oh. There's some good ones though. Like I like that about Gun. It was fun. Capcom and Microsoft has gone to the studio by their own volition to invest in them. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I can't believe like Microsoft bought Ninja Theory. Like what's the point? Dave is going for a casual run. I'm going for a 100% run, and I don't know what my brother is doing. Yeah, I'm fairly familiar with Gokek. Cross the bridge. Let me just use all my abilities here. Like, this is how it should be. You should just be, like, cleaving through shit like crazy. Oh, look, I have to kill all the enemies. Like, you should be able to, like, throw people around, like... But no, the Heavenly Sword is just, like, it's just a big sword. It's a big sword that can split into parts, and apparently it kills Nariko after 7 days. Like the Ring, or the Grudge, or whatever. Oh, look at that. Another fucking dick kick. You see how much more fun that is when you don't have to fucking have someone blocking all the shit you throw at them? Wow, what a concept, dude. Trick is to go to a ferry. Wait. Last 5 minutes was an old SDA forum post, not much outs. Wait, what? I'm not sure if there's any real speedrun. The only thing I found is the last 5 minutes was an old SDA forum post, nothing much else. The recording was deleted. Heavenly Rain, or Heavenly Sword speedrun, boys. I'm gonna be moderator of all these terrible fucking games. I'm gonna make them. I'm gonna make speedruns on all this shit. That's great, dude. Thanks, Chris. That's fucking hilarious. The trick is to go to a ferry and then have a horse can't move and you melee it to death. Oh yeah. It recovers health so fast. Capcom hiring Ninja Theory to make DMC is dumb but whatever. Microsoft straight up buying them is fucking strange, yeah, dude. I love the game so much. The gameplay was the best third-person shooter I've ever played. I was actually considering it if I beat Resident Evil 4. Oh, dude, Gun is so good. I love Gun. Gun's the best. Vanquish has the best third-person shooter combat, in my opinion. Yeah, Vanquish was really good too. It's actually a lot like Gun because they're both really short and it's just like very intense combat. The only thing I didn't like about Vanquish is that they reuse a lot of the same stuff, and that kind of sucks. But it's really good, really good. But again, I played it on console. I bet you if you played like I said, I'm not very good at shooters. So I had a bit of a trouble with Vanquish because like I'm bad at shooters and I'm even worse with like console shooters. But if you had if you were playing Vanquish on PC, like the PC port, I bet you it's so much easier to play and it's probably way easier to do cool shit. How'd that guy hit me? How can he see me? By the way, remember we have this mode. The first boss fight against Fox can be skipped. Can it? How? Are you guys looking up Heavenly Sword speedrun stuff now? That's hilarious. That's actually like really funny to me. Oh my god, he's not dead. Like, that's the only thing that looks remotely cool about the Heavenly Sword is, like, you see all the wind that comes around, right? Like, I'm actually doing cool shit. Find a way to open the gate. Is it this? Do you think it's this? Do you think it's this giant lever in the middle?
One not born of battle and bloodshed.
You can do it in a day, it's worth it. Yeah, I think Vanquish, my playthrough of Vanquish took about 4.5 hours, too.
Perhaps it is not too late. There are few things in this world worth fighting for. When you find them, then there is no greater fight.
Grabs LPG and pretends it's playing Vanquish. Okay, so I have to grab one of these. What? Hello? I'll just throw a body at it, fuck it. God, it's so dark, I can't see. Can anyone tell me why it makes a mechanic to carry bodies in Wolfenstein if it's stealth driven? This is my key to opening the buildings in this. There we go. Gonna use a body. God, I fucking hate New Colossus. Was New Colossus that bad? I thought the New Order was pretty okay. I enjoyed it, but I was playing it on my old PC, so it was... Oh, fuck. I was playing it on my old PC, so I couldn't record. Like, my frame rate was too bad. But if I played it again, it would have been okay. New Colossus, I mean, I don't know. It just feels like... Oh my god, I'm just like missing this out entirely. It just feels like the new devs or like the devs of the new Wolfenstein games are just like... They're trying to meme like, oh, I hate Nazis, and it's like, yeah. But they're like pushing it to like such an extreme degree, and it's so weird. Like, it seems like it's too memey, you know? Like, nobody likes Nazis. Like, nobody. But when it's drilled into you, like, oh, these Nazis are bad, you guys, look, it's Hitler. It's like, okay. Did I kill everyone? My super style attack? I guess so. No, Dishonored, never played. Dishonored's actually pretty good, you might enjoy it. I liked it quite a bit. And again, it's not really my forte. Oh my god, this is it, you guys. You have to prepare for this scene. I'm gonna get caught up on chat, and then I'm gonna mute the mic, and you can watch this scene in its entirety. It is so fucking funny. If anyone has any opinion on the Wolfenstein games, it's the guy with the BJ avatar. Oh yeah. BJ Blazkowicz. Like the super... What is it? What was the thing about Wolfenstein? It was like the super Jew stuff. It was like it's like a super ancient Jewish technology. It's like, okay. Why do they even make the incredibly badass killing machine if the actual good FPS swordplay if you're basically shitting on the game by doing so? I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Well, the guy who made Sea Monkeys loved Nazis. Is that true? That's funny. I have Dishonored on PS3 and I've never touched it. It's actually good. Dishonored's actually a good game. I really enjoyed it. Because the game is awful. Here we go. Alright, grabs coffee. Okay, we're going. We're going right now. Okay, boys. Watch this shit. It's so fun.
Nariko, you're just in time. The death of one so young is so delectable. And now you're here to enjoy the spectacle.
Okay, the one thing you don't do after having a really dramatic scene like Kai getting hanged by Flying Fox is proceed to have Nariko run up very slowly an extremely large vine branch. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, right, you gotta counter it with aftertouch. This part's so bad. But that part is like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's so completely tone deaf. Like Kai dying should be like a really powerful moment, and it's like completely undercut with this laughable scene of Nariko running up a vine. Oops. I have to be using the right thing. Did I hit him? I guess I did. Damn it, I didn't mean to use that. I'm sure I didn't mean to use that. Can I grab him or something? He's got like no HP. He's got no HP. Okay. Completely forgot that Kai dies. Ninja Theory is a dedicated pushing games forward as an artistic medium. Never forget. Oh, okay, we'll catch up. Hang on. Completely forgot that Kai dies. Remember that you're living on Earth. Why on Earth? I don't remember Heavenly Sword looking so bad. Oh, it looks bad, dude. It looks bad. I'll post the Nazi sea monkey thing in the Discord. Okay. Okay, dude. She's like, damn, my sister died. Let's do some jogging. I know. It's so awkward and so bad. Well, Kai is a laughable character, so it's appropriate. Going back to Dave and not touching Dishonored. Oh, God. I just like it looks so terrible. The only time it looks good is with when Andy Serkis is on. We're not even gonna call him King Bohan. We're just gonna call him Andy Serkis because that's what it is, dude. It's Andy Serkis, 100%. Oh, I forgot he makes clones. Got him. Whoops. Like, how many health bars does he have? 3? 4? More clones? It's like that episode of 90s Spider-Man called I Really, Really Hate Clones. Do you guys remember that one? I do. Look, all they do is block. All they do is block. What more? Why would you do this to me? If he seriously summons more clones, I'm gonna be pissed. To hit him. That's actually a thing Ninja Theory does a lot too, now that I think about it, is they have a lot of battles where they summon clones. And I think it's a terrible trope.
Now we're coming to my favorite part.
Oh my god, all these clones. Fuck yeah, boy, Fox, Spider-Man. Yeah, dude. The 90s Spider-Man was good. It's depending on how you play the game counters you later on. Oh, yeah. Dishonored takes into account whether or not you kill people or you don't. It basically affects the level of the plague in the town, which is pretty cool. Here, Dishonored is great. Dishonored 1 is actually really good. Across the unforgiving sea, drifting further and further, it's all becoming clear to me. Kino. Best way to play the game basically is to go stealth, yeah. You have a blink in Dishonored. Am I supposed to find the real one? Was it square, 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 triangle? That was the wrong move. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I died on this before. Like, I think I died on this a lot, actually. Like, there's pots over there, but how am I supposed to get to them? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, counter Flying Fox's things and use those? Oh, you're right. Just because, oh, see you, Dave. Just in case you didn't think Ninja Theory were hacks yet. Oh, look, Kai's not dead. Just in case. Just in case you thought Ninja Theory had any semblance of credibility to their writing staff. Yeah, I probably won't go that much longer. I'll probably just do it tomorrow. Finish the... I could probably finish it tonight, but I don't know.
Coming for you, Kai! I'm not going anywhere, Nariko.
Let's see how much farther we get. I don't actually know how much is left. We've done most of the game. I think it's just the final battle, maybe.
Nariko.
Yeah, like, the writing is so bad. Yeah, dude, because what you would do if you wanted Kai to live was not have Flying Fox hang her from a noose. Because it's pretty clear that, like, at that height, her head would have popped off. Like, there's the hangman's equation or whatever.
No.
It's just like... It's just like... It's just, like, terrible. What you would do is you'd have Kai be in a cage or something while she fights Nariko. Why doesn't she cut the rope with an arrow? Oh, because it doesn't have style, clearly. Because they were like, oh, you know what would be cool? If Kai shot Flying Fox, like, as revenge for, like, him killing her mom. That would be really cool. But instead of, like, setting it up good, it's just like... Oh, he's gonna, like, kill her, and then she's not gonna be dead, and he's gonna shoot her with the bow that she was still carrying. Like... Don't be a bitch and play the game. Okay, I'll finish it. Fuck it. It's not that much longer. It's like 2 chapters, I think. Very generic protagonist loses someone's special plot with "I'm suddenly not dead for like a second" gimmicks. Oh my god. But what if she shot the rope and then shot him in the way down, and that has style? She could do it because I have aftertouch, you know? Like the slow-mo arrows, I can control them. Don't be a bitch and play the game. Just feel the soy dripping down my chin. I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand. Because I think the last chapter is just the final boss fight. Bohan's army, yeah. The final battle. Remember at the start of the game? Oh yeah, because the very start of the game you do that. You're doing this fight. It's so stupid.
Peace, order, harmony to a fractured people. And yet, there are still those who refuse to see our greatness. Barbarians, cannibals who want to eat our brains and sully our souls.
We have prepared this fortress well for the final assault. My thanks to you all. When the dawn comes, we will be outnumbered by 1,000 to 1. But we are warriors. We are great warriors. We have walked with death every day, and it has made us strong.
And we must cleanse the kingdom of the perverts, the fanatics. Must annihilate the degenerates who defile our pure and wholesome minds with sick pagan imagery and foul our mouths with hot and spicy muck that masquerades as nourishment!
Take heart that the heavenly sword is still on our side. It is wielded by Nariko. She has rescued many of your friends and brothers, regardless of creed or clan.
Except for all those guys I killed in the arena. Whoop.
But most of all, we must destroy that female.
ever towards her, waiting for the moment when she can sink her slavering jaws into my sacred genitals!
Say your goodbyes now, so that tomorrow you can enter battle with a clear head and a strong heart. If this battle is indeed to be our final hour, then let it also be our finest.
Kill her! Wipe her out! It is my will!
My father always knew how to prepare men for battle, for death. Once death has been fully accepted, there is nothing to fear. You are free.
Remember how Shen got shot with a bunch of arrows? I guess everybody forgot about that part.
Let it be a future. A chance to do things differently. To live a peaceful life. To be happy. That is worth dying for.
To your positions!
Sacred genitals? Oh yeah, baby. That's all Nariko's after, is a big chomp on those sacred genitals. And you guys are talking about Enslaved. Enslaved is not good. Enslaved is actually... Enslaved is better than this, but this is the thing with Ninja Theory, is like every game they do has gotten better, but like they're not better enough. They all have their own nuances of terribleness. So Shaddai, Shadman. What is El Shaddai? Is El Shaddai like it's like a Wii game or something, right? I remember seeing like videos or whatever for that. Not videos, but like screenshots for it. I never really knew what it was. Did it even come out like stateside, or is it just a Japanese only? Forgot how to shoot this shit. Yeah, okay. There's like a... Is there a third one, or is it just... This part's such a pain in the ass. Aftertouch is terrible. Don't at me. Don't make me do aftertouch. Wait, I didn't kill it? Oh. Like in what world does this exist? Where you can just, like, aim cannonballs anywhere you want. And, like, they could have made the hitbox more forgiving. Like, that's some basic stuff. It's like, oh, that's gonna hit. No, it didn't hit. It didn't hit because it wasn't exactly where we needed it to hit.
More explosive units heading this way!
Oh, am I supposed to shoot down here, too? I was under the impression I was just supposed to kill the, whatever. Enslaved actually has a pretty good rating on Steam, I would say. It does? Really? It's kind of surprising to me, but what do I know? I'm just some hack. Makes videos on the internet. But yeah, like, I mean, well, the thing about Steam is, like, I don't know, Steam has, like, people on Steam are basically, like, I would call them irresponsible, I guess.
For you, Kai!
Because they'll play a game for, like, 2 seconds. Not 2 seconds. Like, play a game for, like, maybe, like, an hour or two. And they'll be like, yeah, it was really fun, and I really liked it, I really enjoyed it, positive rating on Steam. And nobody takes the time to beat it or to understand why it's good or what. And I think that's just irresponsible to review a game without ever having beaten it, for one. but everyone does it on Steam, so that's kind of an unfortunate thing, but it's just how it is. I would say Enslaved is like, if I had to give it an out of 10, it would be like a 6. Like, it's not the worst game in the world, but it's got a lot of meaningless content in it that, like, really hurts the pacing, I feel. Like, it's just, part of it's just boring. Like, that's part of Enslaved, is it's really boring and tedious to get through, and that's annoying. And you got, like, it's just, like, bad characters, like, they're not interesting.
You must destroy them all!
Like Monkey. Monkey's not a great character. And, like, it has the same stupid story stuff that this game has. Like, it's, like, you have no idea what the plot is of Enslaved. Like, I didn't think I'm taking too long on this. Like, it seems like you have very... Like, am I missing something here? Like, I felt like I did this pretty quickly. Yeah, so you just have to destroy that shit.
I'm out of ammunition.
Oh, wow, what a convenient time to run out of ammo. PS3 actually... It's a third-person action game like Enslaved, kinda. Oh, okay. Dude, what's the whole moving projectile in the air this seems to be so in love with? It's Aftertouch, man. They programmed it, so you have to use it at every opportunity. Made a review for a game that I didn't finish. Was it a negative review, though? Went for the Halloween marathon alone in the dark illumination. Well,
if you hadn't, I probably would have died long ago.
I think if you do your due diligence, you don't have to necessarily finish. Like, if you were playing, like, a roguelite, like, if you were playing Dead Cells and you played it for, like, 16 hours, but you never beat it, you would be fine in saying your opinions on it, because it's close enough to beating it. And, like, if you're leaving a negative review, it's probably more helpful to, like, give it, like, early on. Because games, like, don't usually get better. Like, it's really... We were talking about this earlier, but it's really rare that a game, like, has a slow start and then gets better. It just doesn't really happen like that. They just super style their asses. Yeah, it doesn't work, man. Like, if the game doesn't work, then you're totally justified in just leaving a negative without having beaten it. I'm fine with that. My issue is when people are leaving positives when, like, they don't deserve to have positives, you know? That's my problem. I'm just like, I'm totally mashing buttons, it's hilarious. Apparently I'm being successful. Yeah, the co-op one. Objectives fall through the world based on your cursor's highlighting. That's hilarious, yeah. I mean, I assume you left a negative then. I think I'd be right in assuming that, because you're not going to be like, yes, play this game, it's amazing. But if it's, like, broken, and you leave a negative review, that's totally valid. But if it's, like... You play the game for like 2 hours, like, wow, this is so cool, I really enjoyed my 2 hours with the blah, 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 and you're leaving a positive, it's like, no, because you're probably not going to finish it. And this is always, like, I don't have a good example, but, like, this is what I always say, like, if a game could have a really good first 2 hours, but what if, like, right at the end of the game, you just have to have, like, you do, like, a 30-hour fetch quest as part of the main story. Like, it's a forced 30-hour fetch quest that you have to complete to move on. What then, right? What would you do? You've already said that it's a good game, and people should take your opinion seriously on it. But you didn't experience the whole thing, and there's this awful fetch quest that is just terrible, right? So in hypothetical game, you would be doing everyone a disservice by recommending it to them, because there's this awful part that you didn't experience. And it's an extreme example, but sometimes I think it's not that extreme sometimes. If I do a 2 super style, does it kill everyone around? Oh, it does, okay. I was trying to save up for a 3, but I guess 2 is good enough. Or I guess 2 does more or 3 does more damage, I guess. What's the really bad one that doesn't work? I'm not sure. Can't move. I guess we're done. If you have enough of a hassle even trying to beat the bloody game, your review is ready. I suppose that's true, but you should still do your due diligence and try to beat it. Shin Megami Tensei 4 has that for the neutral path. You have to beat every side quest, but is the canon end, so I don't regret it. Yeah, so that's kind of a pain in the ass, right? You have to do every side quest. Like, imagine in Deadly Premonition if you had to do every side quest, right? It would be insane. It would be just crazy. I hate when games put the canon ending behind non-canon stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, on foot it is, I guess. It's time to use that heavenly sword there, buddy. I hate where games with ninjas.
Who I was before I held this sword in my hand. Now it is even harder to face what I have become.
Is it though?
Once I fought because I had to. Because there was no other choice.
Oh my god, this is so terrible.
See the divine in the heart of battle. The beauty of blood.
It doesn't help that Nariko is basically just wearing like underwear. Like if you actually look what she's wearing, it's like she's wearing like underwear with a cloth on her. Like wrapped around, like a sarong. Do I have unlimited? I think I have unlimited ammo in this thing. And you know why they do it this way? Is because you can't actually do anything fun with the Heavenly Sword. So they give you a rocket launcher. Isn't that hilarious, though? Like, you have the Heavenly Sword. You're shown to be able to do super cool stuff. And instead of being able to do any of that cool stuff, instead you get to fire a rocket launcher around. Oops. Oh no. I've made a huge mistake. Probably doesn't even matter. I bet you just do this. Because they probably intentionally made these guys super weak. That frame rate, though. That frame rate. Like, remember when I was having difficulty at the beginning of the game, killing like 4 guys. There's just no consistency. And now my bar's filling up like fucking crazy too. You see this? I'll be able to super style in a second, and it takes like forever to build it up normally. There it is. Oh, let's do another one. Like, where was this stuff like when I was escaping King Bohan's place? Oh, it didn't exist? Right, my bad. I guess I don't actually have to. They don't run from me. That's hilarious. This is actually hilarious. The frame rate, yeah, the frame rate was bad, man. I guess it's just heavenly. The single frame rate. We were approaching Sonic 06 levels for a second there. I don't know, it might be because I'm using an older PS3, but at the same time, no. That's not how this works. Oh, 420. Blaze it, boys. It's over now, though. What, he blocked it? Super style. How many did that kill? A bunch, I guess? I hate this because it's like, why was I not doing this the whole time? Like, if you want to make a game about having a shitload of enemies on screen and fighting them, you should do it. But instead it's like, you have to fight like 5 guys and they have like tons of health. But now I'm just carving through everything like, this is how Heavenly Sword should have been the whole time, right? I just don't get it. I don't get you, Tamim. I don't understand your thought process. You love it. What's this the best hack and slash? What's the best hack and slash game ever? Huh. I don't know. Depends how you define hack and slash. Because I wouldn't define, like, Devil May Cry people say is like a hack and slash, but I don't think that's true. I kind of define those games as like character action games, I guess. That's what I've heard them called, and it seems pretty accurate to me. I'll just kill this guy. Just this guy. He's my 500. Crack. Okay, we're done. Wait, did that not count? How did that not count? Are you fucking serious? I just snapped that guy's neck and it didn't count? Okay, whatever. DMC 1, in my opinion, will make sweet love to that game any day of the week. Yeah, so do you consider DMC to be hack and slash? I don't consider DMC to be hack and slash. I consider games like... What would I even consider a hack and slash? I don't know. Like Gauntlet Legends? That's kind of what I consider stuff like a hack and slash. But apparently I'm falling off the thing because I didn't mash hard enough. But apparently I'm in the minority and everyone thinks like all these action games are like hack and slash. Oh. I didn't hit the right button there, but I guess that's fine. Because apparently we just took it out anyways. Character action is such an off term. Yeah, I get you. I get what you mean, because it doesn't really define anything, but you understand that it's like DMC, Ninja Gaiden, Bayonetta, all that stuff is like considered character action. Because hack and slash doesn't seem right, because they're more deep than that. This I would probably consider a hack and slash, because you're just mashing buttons. Just pressing buttons like your DSP. I'm pushing buttons. I'm pushing buttons. Is that it? I won. Yeah, character action is an odd term. Stylish action games is what the directors calls it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look, she's like wearing underwear, man.
Retreating.
Hack and slash would describe stuff like Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like, it's like really obvious. Like you're cutting through like tons of enemies. You're just cutting through tons of stuff. Retreat to the fort. What? Like in Dynasty Warriors, it's just like you're just cutting through tons of stuff, and it has no real. I wouldn't say there's any real depth. You're kind of just like there is depth to it, but it's not. It's not like anything spectacular. You don't have like anything crazy. You just go and you just go. You just go and you carve it like squadrons of people down constantly. This kind of game, God of War, DMC, Ninja Gaiden, Bayonetta. Yeah, like that would. I call those character action games because that's kind of what I think is more accurate than hack and slash. Because hack and slash doesn't describe anything. I've heard like Dark Souls described as hack and slash, which is just like what? What? How is that hack and slash? What's the best game of this genre? You're gonna get a lot of different answers. Ninja Gaiden Black is really good. Devil May Cry 3 is really good. I haven't played too much Bayonetta, but it's also pretty good. I wouldn't say any of the God of War games are spectacular. They're good, but they're not like great. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about them. Like it's too simplistic, and it's too much puzzles that are really annoying to get through, right? Hack and slash originates from pen and paper stuff, I think. I can't really give much insight to genre definitions. It gets weird. I agree it gets weird. And that's part of why it's like... What would you call this? Like, would you call it anything specific? Or is it this just like generic action adventure? Because you could consider it... You could call this action adventure and not be wrong. And I think that's what most things would call it. Action adventure. But then there's like adventure games or like point and click adventure games, and it's like, okay, there's not any elements of that in this, so is this just an action game? Best hack and slash is Hyrule Warriors, assuming they're all like, what's it called? Dynasty Warriors? Haven't played Metal Gear Rising. Yeah, I mean, Metal Gear Rising is kind of, I would call it kind of hack and slashy, because it's pretty mashy. You know what I mean? Like Metal Gear Rising is like your parry window is so forgiving, and you kind of just cut down stuff. But it's good. Like it's not bad. I think Metal Gear Rising is actually really good. Actually, Lords of Shadow. Oof. Roblox sound effect .mp4. There's a Roblox death sound.mp4. I got a love-hate relationship with Lords of Shadow. I actually like the first one quite a bit. Lords of Shadow 2 can go burn, go die in a fire. It's terrible. Lords of Shadow 2 it's so bad. It's so terrible. The Batman Arkham games, I don't know what I'd call them. I wouldn't call them, what would I call them? They're kind of their own genre. It's kind of like, it's not a beat 'em up, but it's... Do I call it a beat 'em up? It's not really a beat 'em up. God Hand is more like a 3D beat 'em up. But the Batman Arkham games kind of like are their own genre. Where it's like a... It's kind of... I guess it is kind of a hack and slash, but it's very counter heavy. With very forgiving counters. Action adventure is the most meaningless term. Yeah, because everything's action adventure, right? Metal Gear Rising is a game people say is fucking perfect. I think it's perfect if you're in the right mindset, you know? Like... When I first played it, I was like, yes, I'm all about this. I was on board with everything. I was on board with the music, I was on board with the simple gameplay, and it was fun to play, and I was on board. Because it's over the top and it does not give a single hoot. Arkham isn't. Yeah, it's kind of like... As a God of War clone, Lords of Shadow 1 is pretty damn good. I would agree with you. I just find it's a bit too derivative and a bit too generic. But there are parts that I really like about Lords of Shadow. Like, I think Lords of Shadow has great production values. Like, it looks really good. It has a great soundtrack. It's just that, it's so long. Oh my god, is it ever long? It's way too long. And it's, very derivative of other games. Is this her Bankai? I guess. The sword was gonna kill her, and she's basically like, no, I'm gonna fight. And it's like, okay, I guess we're doing this now.
A brand new era.
Batman Arkham works pretty well for stealth. Okay, well, Bohan's talking.
This beautiful girl stands in my way. Grant me power. Power to send her back to the underworld. Let's spat her out. Please.
Like, this part of the game would almost be better if you, like, didn't fight, like, King Bohan. You just died in the cutscene. Because this boss fight's terrible, too. Why does the whole... Wait. Batman Arkham works pretty well for stealth. I think that's where Batman Arkham is its strongest. Like, the Predator sections are the most fun, by far. And but then it's just like you're fighting generic baddies for so long. And some of the fights just go forever. And it sucks. Well, clearly he's evil because he's black. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Oh right, you got like a... Oh my god, this is so bad. This camera angle's terrible, dude. Can't see anything that's going on. Who designed this? Like, where is he? He's over here. Last time I played this, I died to this guy like 3 times in a row, so I'm gonna pay attention, unfortunately. We can discuss our genre talk later. Oh, right, I have to counter that shit. It's so annoying. Oh, the camera angle's so bad. And having all the enemies running around is not helping. Like, what does this accomplish? Wow, we have a dozen enemies on screen. You can't see anything. Whoops. Is he gonna shoot a thing at me? I think that's the easiest way to take him out, is to just... get the timing right on the counters. But it's so hard to see because of the camera angle. I didn't see how much damage that did. Like, not even like hitting each other. Come on. Come on. Fucking legendary. Okay. God damn, that one's hard to do. I don't know, the blue one's just harder for some reason. I know you get a checkpoint after every like HP. Oh, I love quick time events, dude. So good. SOM, like Secret of Mana, is that what you guys are talking about? Shadow of Mordor. How did I 3-star that? Whatever. Boss, it looks like a Dark Souls PvP match. Just rolling around at the speed of sound.
You were never meant to be. You are an abomination.
No, I don't really like Shadow of Mordor. I like it because Shadow of Mordor to me is more Assassin's Creed than it is anything else.
Need to be remembered.
But it's better.
All that will matter is that I was here. In this moment.
I'm so done with this franchise. Dark Souls Trilogy announced the other day. Did they actually announce it? I didn't see that. I would believe it though. For what? For PS4? For everything? I mean, that's like, it's so stupid. They just released remastered. Like, why would they not just... They're just penny, like, you know, they're like 100% just, they're just trying to pinch pennies from people. Which is like, I own Dark Souls on like, I own it on PS3, I own it on PC. I don't need to buy the remastered version because apparently the remastered version is just worse in some aspects. I have Dark Souls 2, I have Scholar of the First Sin on PS4. I have Dark Souls 3 on, whatever it's called, on PS4. It's like, I don't need to buy it again. I got one. That sucks. I mean, it's not From who's doing that, right? It's Namco Bandai. Because they are the, they're one of, like, the biggest nickel and diming you companies, right? Not penny pinching, nickel and diming. They just nickel and dime like crazy, wherever they can get a buck, right? I mean, as is their right, because they were the publisher, and they took a risk, obviously. They invested in... From... I'm just so surprised Sony gave up the IP, man. Like, it blows my mind. They had Demon Souls as an exclusive, and they just like, no, we're not going to fund a second game. And then they're probably kicking themselves now because, man, Dark Souls was so big. Could you imagine if Dark Souls was like PS3 exclusive, how good that would have been for Sony? Instead they got Bloodborne, which is like... Bloodborne's good, don't get me wrong, but it's just like... It's not ever going to be as big as Dark Souls is. And I guess part of that is because Dark Souls is multi-platform. Part of it. Can I press O, please? Is this gonna work? Fuck me, remaster, just pirate, prepare to die edition. Yeah, the remaster's bad. I'm sick and tired of it. Oh my god, there's so many swears I have to give everyone. Full trailer, just fuck it. Dark Souls Remastered shouldn't exist. It was like Scholar of the First Sin. I would be fine with it. It's the same game, but it looks worse. Yeah, so the thing about Scholar of the First Sin is it's like an arrange mode. And at least that's interesting. But the arrange mode stuff is... It's genuinely considered worse than Dark Souls 2. And Dark Souls 2 is already bad. So, when you're playing the arrange mode of Dark Souls 2, you're just like, oh my god. I want my vanilla unpatched fuck you version of Dark Souls 3 to revisit nostalgically and finish like twice a year. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy the remaster. The thing is, if it's on your Steam, if you have it on Steam, you can play the original. But the original is now off the Steam store page. So you can't buy it anymore. You have to buy the remastered version, which sucks. It's awful. Repeat the NPC's dialogues with them at the same time, then go back to whatever I'm playing. Also, I might stream Sonic Adventure 2 tomorrow as a test for Tuesday. Okay, we'll see what happens, man. Bloodborne is overrated, hot take. I'm kind of inclined to agree to a degree. I think Bloodborne has a lot of issues. I think it's good in a lot of aspects, and I just think... Like, I wouldn't call Bloodborne bad. What I would call Bloodborne is it's safe, I guess. I guess that's what I would call Bloodborne. I find it very safe. They shouldn't have kept the RPG elements because clearly they were trying to make it more action oriented, but they kept all the same Souls stuff that people had, and I think that stuff has no place in Bloodborne, honestly, because you've got rid of equip burden, but you still have a stamina bar, you still have the stats, you still have souls to level, and I think what they should have done is they should have tried to, you know, actually make it different, and I think that's what they're doing with Sekiro, right? They're making it different. And I think that's when From's their best, is when they're trying new things. That's why I'm excited for Sekiro, because it actually looks different and interesting. And Bloodborne is just like... I think the base game of Bloodborne is not very good. In terms of, like, what you have to do for... whatever, main story completion. There's only like 5 bosses you have to beat, and they're all lame. None of them are interesting. You don't have any like really iconic bosses there. And I was really disappointed with that. And then it was kind of saved by the DLC because the DLC was really good. But I don't know. It's just like I was very apathetic to Bloodborne when it first came out. But yeah, I wasn't disappointed. Like, I wasn't like Dark Souls 2 disappointed, but man, I was like, I beat it, it was okay. And like, that's that. I had no desire to replay it again or try anything else. And there's like chalice dungeons and stuff, but it's like, if the base game itself isn't very good, do I need to do chalice dungeon? Right, that kind of thing. Action games designed around getting hit bother me. It's good, but it's centered around one playstyle. Oh, you mean the rally system where you recover HP when you get hit? I don't think it's bad. I think it's actually okay. It encourages you that if you get hit to go back in and fight as opposed to back out to heal, which I think is more interesting. Should have committed to pure action in Bloodborne. Yeah, I agree as well. I think it's actually... I mean, the more I think about the Dark Souls games, I think they're actually... Like, all of them are held back by the RPG elements the more I think about it. Because it's like, what do you have to do to succeed in Dark Souls 3? You have to upgrade your sword. You gotta upgrade your weapon. You should upgrade your armor if you can. And it's just like... It gets tedious, and it basically forces you to only use, like, one weapon. Which sucks. There's so many weapons, and you can pick up tons of shit, and it's like... Well, I'm kind of committed to using this weapon for this playthrough, so there's not really anything else I can do here. And that feels awful, right? It feels awful to pick something up and know that you're never going to use it. Or have a reasonable opportunity to use it. Whoa, hello. Is he going to shoot crows at me? Don't crow me, bro. By the way, we're still fighting King Bon, in case you hadn't noticed. Oh, am I supposed to press circle? Okay. Oh, wow. No more unbalanced PvP with horrible netcodes that weren't even the focus. Oh, me and my friend have a very hot take on the PvP in Bloodborne and Dark Souls and whatever in Demon Souls, and that it's all terrible. Like, it's clearly not balanced, like, at all. Like, none of the PvP was balanced. And my friend hates it. I'm kind of indifferent to it. I think it's fun as a deviation from the main game, but I think it's not good. I don't think it's enjoyable for most people. Like, the invasions are just like, they were a cool concept in Demon Souls. Like, specifically Demon Souls, because the levels were linear. And then Dark Souls had this open world thing, so the idea of an invasion didn't really make as much sense, I guess. Not too early. I don't know why the blue ones get me. Come on. Oh my god, whatever. He's so close to dead. Oh my god, I'm gonna win. Gotta do a final quick time event on his ass. Hello? I'm pressing circle. Pressing buttons. I'm pressing buttons. Oh no. Is this where I like kick him? I cut him in half here, I think. Oh my god, nut kick. Look! Wow, more dick punching. You like throw him. And you just straight up cut him in half, I think. Yeah, this is it. You drive him into the ground. Yeah. Oh, I guess you don't cut him in half, because that would be too graphically violent. Chalice dungeons make me feel like I'm playing through Skyrim dungeons. I just did not care about them at all. I did not care. Dracath, that is, he reminds me of. Is that some Elder Scrolls shit? Why is this fight so long? It is a Ninja Theory game, so I hope you enjoy fighting the same boss for like half an hour. You can always open the cabinet and grab some Titanite. I can, with no glitch at all, make a plus 15 greatsword by killing 2 bosses, including Asylum Demon, and literally counter-hit one-shot the entire game apart from Manus and Demon Fire Sage, who get 3-shot. What? Counter one-hit kill the entire game apart from Manus and Demon Fire Sage. Can you counter hit? Can you counter like ONS? What's this? Is that a bowl of soup? Oh, coffee. Okay. The RPG system makes the fair and technical competitive playstyle trivial. Oh, technical competitive playstyle trivial. Yeah. Capra's the other boss, yeah. Yeah, because you gotta go... I guess you gotta kill Ingward. And that opens up New Londo. Yeah, so you have to kill Capra to get the giant ember, the very large ember. or the large ember, and then you have to go down to New Londo and kill Ingward to get the key to the seal, open the seal, and then you can get the very large ember, and then you can get all the materials you need in New Londo from the guys. I know how to do that, but I've never done it yet. The only thing I did in Dark Souls was I did a pyromancy playthrough when PC came out, and I trolled the shit out of people. I had a +5 Ascended Flame. I had a +5 Ascended Flame, and I would be invading people at Quelaag's domain, and I'd walk up to them, and I'd pyro their ass, and if they had a shield, it would break their guard, and then I could follow up, and if I followed up, I would one-hit kill them 100% of the time. Drakath is from Adventure Quest Worlds and Dragon Fable. I've never heard of either of those things. Not at the same time, but you one-shot Orns and one-shot Smoke. Can you parry them? I didn't even know you could parry them. Or are you talking about like counter hits and then like you hit them while they're attacking? And I assume you're using like Red Tear Stone. Red Tear Stone, maybe power within Red Tear Stone. 40 strength and start investing in faith. I hated faith builds in Dark Souls. They were my favorite build in Demon Souls, but man, they were gutted so hard in Dark Souls.
I chose my own way. And those of us who have died for this sword have died in vain. I'm not sent from heaven, Father. And neither is the sword.
Oh yeah, we forgot we were playing a video game. Thrust counter hit, yeah. So thrust counter hit is like you hit them right before they hit you, right? Yeah, that's hard to do. It's hard to do. Paladin is the best build. Yeah, in Demon Souls it was fucking awesome because you were like a regenerator build, and you just like as you were fighting people, your HP just kept going up because they couldn't hit you. If they didn't hit you, your HP just continued to climb until you're back at full health. And they gutted that super hard in Dark Souls, and they never brought it back. And it was like the most fun build in Demon Souls. And then they nerfed the damage in all of the Souls games for like... So what they compensated for regenerators, they gave you Lightning Spear. And Lightning Spear was never that good in Dark Souls. It was fucking strong in Dark Souls 2, but they gutted it.
Yes.
And then,
Yes, I will.
I don't know if I actually used magic at all in Dark Souls 3. I haven't played a lot of Dark Souls 3. I did one playthrough and I basically called it quits. I was like, this is good enough for me.
Father.
Reinforced club? Oh my god. That bleed damage though.
Take care of God.
Power within, Red Tear Stone Rank, Dragon Covenant if you want it, although necessary for some bosses. Oh yeah, the Dragon Torso or whatever. Nobody wants to farm the Dragon Scales though. 30 Dragon Scales took fucking forever to farm. Oh look, Nariko's dead. But she killed everybody. What a good story. I'm happy I played through that. I'm actually surprised. It's about 5 hours on the dot. I think last stream was two and a half. GG. It's over.
Show them the way to the promised land. And that you did, Nariko.
Do you like how they did a bit of sequel baiting here? Because Kai has the Heavenly Sword now. The aristocrats. The aristocats, maybe.
Belief can change worlds, shape lives, but it can also make us blind. Only you saw clearly, Nariko. You saw the truth about the sword. Others worshipped it, murdered for it, but you mastered it. And all that strength, all that beauty was your own. I won't let you down, Nariko. I'll keep the sword safe. Maybe even forgotten. But I'll always remember you.
Do you remember like how Kai was talking like an animal not that long ago, and suddenly she's gotten a bit more articulate?
We meet again in a better world.
Someone who maxed out every covenant. Yeah, it took a bit to get the skills. Yeah, you gotta farm drakes, and it sucked. I remember I did it. I wouldn't do it again. Well, maybe I would. I was thinking about doing like all achievements for games now, and that would take a long time, but it might be worthwhile. RPG system just makes the game trivial. The whole experience of getting better and actually defeating and improving on bosses gets trivialized by numbers. Sort of agree. People like character building. It's a fun thing to do in a lot of cases. Like, it's fun to build your character. It's fun to improve that way. But, Linda Backish is Kai. Anna Torv is Nariko. The only people who did a good job were Flying Fox and King Bohan. Everyone else is very meh. Well, she'll be forgotten. All these people are mourning her. Yeah, but then they'll just give up. Like, I mean, they hated her. At the beginning of the game, they hated her. And that's just to get you sympathy points for Nariko. But nobody cares. 40 strength, 40 faith, and a plus 15 Dark Souls kills most bosses in one combo. Really? I assume this is New Game, not New Game Plus. Because New Game Plus ups this stuff. Kind of happens with Monster Hunter. I wish there was a Monster Hunter game with a limited Estus style healing, specific balanced weapons, and no upgrade trees that focus only on getting better. Clapping. Thanks, Kazumi. I assume that's clapping. Or is that bye-bye? That's waving goodbye? Yeah. Yep, it's over. It's over. I don't know. Monster Hunter's not bad. I mean, Monster Hunter's more about, like, can you take the monster out before it takes you out 3 times, basically. And I'm okay with that. I think Dark Souls just, like, the RPG elements just, man. It just holds it back a lot. And it's the same with every kind of game that's like this. Like, even, like, Neo was the same way. Where you're just held back, and it limits what you can use, right? Like, Neo, you had so many weapon options, but some of them were, like, dex weapons. And if you were building sword, it's like, well, these weapons are all useless to you, which sucks. Sunlight Blade, yeah. You beat the monster, not your gear. That's kind of true. Forgot to mention Sunlight Blade, yeah. So you have a plus 15 Dark Soul with Sunlight Blade. 40 strength, 40... Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm assuming you're talking New Game. I imagine New Game Plus you can't full combo them to death, because they probably get too much HP. But 40... If you're talking 40 strength, 40 faith, you're probably either at endgame, or you grinded a shitload. Because I think the last playthrough I did, I ended up at like level 74. And I didn't grind like at all. I didn't grind at all for souls for level ups, really. I just played the game normally. And I ended up at like level 71 or something. So if you were grinding, you could do it. Like, you could easily get to like 40, 40, 40. Like 40 all stats. And just crush shit, but like... Man, it's good. Finished pretty early. Probably won't stream tomorrow. No, I won't stream tomorrow. We'll figure something out for Friday. It'll probably be Sonic Adventure 2, because that seems to be what everyone wants to play for some reason. Everybody likes Sonic Adventure. I'm talking New Game Plus 4 Seath 1 combo. Really? Is Seath weak to... Oh, Seath's weak to lightning damage because he's a dragon. So yeah, I see that. Never feel responsible for my hunts in Monster Hunter World. My Draken armor and jewels are what won, you know. Yeah, kind of. I kind of feel that way, but the point is you got to that point, right? Monster Hunter is always kind of like... The hard part is getting geared, and then once you're geared, every hunt is kind of routine, because you know the hunts, you know what to do. You know what you're doing. You just go in and you hunt the stuff. Like, I can basically fight a basil juice, like, easily, without carding, or even coming close to carding in most cases, if I'm paying attention and try-harding. But what happens is I don't try hard because I'm geared, and my gear's all fully upgraded, and it's, like, the limit's broken on it, so I just go. And then you're like, okay, this is fine. And you don't try very hard, you just unload on the monster, and then you kill it eventually, even if you take a lot of damage. It doesn't matter, because you're geared. You can one-shot without grinding pyromancies. Oh my god! They're eating her. Now they're gonna eat me. I don't know, everyone likes Sonic. I was never a huge Sonic fan, but we can do Sonic Adventure 2. I don't give a hoot. I'll have to see if I can make it work, because it was crashing a lot. And after Deadly Premonition on PC, I don't really want to deal with games crashing a lot, because man, it's annoying. We're just normal leveling in club weapons since everything is stupidly weak to blunt in Dark Souls. Yeah, that was weird, like, well, in the guide I'm working on, it's basically like use Quelaag's Fury Sword, because Quelaag's is insanely strong in New Game. But yeah, blunt weapons are super good. Oh, Hell Mode. Oh, thank God. I'm really going to play this game again. I'm going to jump on your stream bandwagon sometimes. Yeah, you should stream too, man. It's fun. Like, it's kind of fun. It's hard, but, like, sometimes it's more engaging. Like, if I'm playing something like Heavenly Sword or Deadly Premonition, or what was the first one I played? Like Sonic 06. I couldn't imagine not playing it on stream, because I would give up. I would give up because I would get bored, and I'd just be like, this is stupid, I'm leaving. But with people are there encouraging you, they're there laughing with you when things go wrong, and it's fun. It's fun to do stuff like that. I don't like any Sonics other than Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Oh, okay. Wiggle's probably the same way, because I think Wiggle speedran Sonic Adventure 2. Like when I juggled Tempered Kushala Dawa with a hammer and he lies on the ground having his little I'm knocked out seizure for 3 minutes and suddenly dies, I don't feel anything at all. Yeah, but that's because you're geared. You made it to that point. The hard part of Monster Hunter is getting to that point, right? Like, do you remember your first hunt with a Kushala Dawa? Where you did the thing? Deadly Premonition was beautiful. Deadly Premonition was, it was something else. Let's put it that way. Would you guys be down for Resident Evil 2? I'd try to do a no-death run. Yeah, dude. If you can beat Resident Evil 2 fast, I'm down to watch that. I like Resident Evil 2. You do, like, Leon A, clear B. Or Leon B, clear A. Or, sorry, the other way around. I said the same thing, right? Leon B, clear A. Leon A, clear B. Scenario B with Mr. X. Yeah, I'd watch Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is a good game. I'd watch it for sure. I'd also watch Resident Evil 1, or I'd watch Resident Evil 3. Dino Crisis would be a good one. I like Dino Crisis, even though you basically just run past all the enemies, because there's no point in fighting any of the dinosaurs. Dino Crisis 2 would be a good one too. Dino Crisis 2 is really good. The dark past of sea monkeys. Oh my god, you did post it. You absolute madman. As a cripple, I have all the time in the world to watch, yeah. That sucks, man. But hey, maybe you can do some stuff. Maybe you can try to edit a video. Oh, the first time with Kushala or wind pressure that makes you stand still and sunlocks you all the time? Yeah, well, you know what I mean. The first hunt is the hardest one. Monster Hunter is kind of a series where it's like, if you beat it once, you can beat it again. So the first hunt is kind of the most significant, like... Your first hunt with the Teostra, you're like, oh my god. You're like, oh my god, I might die, and you're kind of on your last legs, and you finally come through and you beat it. It's satisfying, but then every fight after that is just like, okay, well, I know what I'm doing, I know all his attacks, it's just a matter of executing. And that's kind of what I do with Monster Hunter, is like, you get to the end game, you get your end game gear, and then you play it for a bit, and then you get bored, because you've beaten it. You've beaten everything you need to do, and all you're doing now is grinding more gear for the sake of grinding, and that gets boring really fast. What about Teostra and his instant half of the area AoE roar, stuns you and guarantees you free 2/3 of your health? Oh, the Supernova? Yeah, the Supernova's sick, dude. It was cool. But it's just like, yeah, like it's part of the challenge. I mean, part of it is that Monster Hunter World is the easiest Monster Hunter in a long time. And Monster Hunter World's pretty easy, but And they're kind of compensating for it by having like the tempereds and arc tempereds, and it's like it's not making the fights harder, it's just inflating the numbers, and I never really liked that. Which is just kind of annoying. That's like one of the reasons I don't like New Game Plus in Dark Souls and Demon Souls. I just find it like it's too imbalanced, it's not fun. When I have the money and the game is cheaper, I should get World. Yeah, you should. Well, you can if you want. It'll go on sale at some point for sure. And that'll be fun. But anyways, I think it's time to end the stream because we're just lollygagging around. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll schedule a stream at some point and we'll figure out what we're playing. So thanks for watching. We'll see you then.